Hackers and hackerettes, welcome to a new video. In this video, we'll be starting a new series of labs. It's going to be the CyLab, previously known as PicoCTF. So I was learning with PicoCTF when I started learning, but then PicoCTF is now becoming CyLab. So I went up and I created an account and I started doing some of the easy challenges right here. So we'll be going through these challenges together. We'll go through a couple because they are just like sanity checks and stuff that we will need to do whenever we want to get started. So I'm gonna do like a couple up until we do like a handful of them, and then we will see where does that take us. So the very first one is that this file has a flag in plain text. I could just copy this address here. I'm gonna make a new directory that is called obedient cat, which is the name, and then I'm gonna wget this flag. And the idea here is that this file has no extension, so what we could do is just cat the content of it, and then we get the flag right here. You could copy it, and then this essentially just means you could read contents of files even though they do not have they do not have extensions. So then what we're gonna do is that you need to connect to SSH. So what we're gonna do is connect to SSH as the user CTF player, and then this is the Titan PicoCTF.net, and then we need to use the port, this port right here. So this is like the idea here is that you want to connect to this using a specific port instead of the default port for SSH. And then once you connect to it, it's gonna ask you for a password. Here is your password. You just paste it in, and then it's gonna give you like the CTF or like the flag right in the welcome, and then it's gonna auto close the connection. Just pretty good. Let's grab the next one and resolve because I already solved that, and then we want to netcat into this connection or this address. To do that, we just type nc and then the IP or the domain, which is gonna get automatically resolved, and then copy the password the port right here. Connect to netcat, and then you are gonna get your CTF or like the flag, right there. Next challenge, and we are going to solve. Okay, so now cryptography can be easy. Do you know what ROT13? This is a rotate 13 cryptography. It's very simple. And what we could do is we are going to make a directory. So I already have one. I'm gonna delete it. And then I'm gonna make a directory for mod26 because this is the name of the thing here, of the lab. And then I'm gonna wget our values, which is this file right here. All I did is just right click, copy link address, and then wget that. And then I'm gonna cat the value. And then this is it. It looks like a flag, but if you try it, it's actually not going to work because it's cryptoed using ROT13. What you could do is just open CyberChef. They even give you a link right here. You can paste in the input and then just search here for ROT13. And yeah, you're gonna get in the output the correct value for the flag. Just submit it, and there you go. And then what is 0x3d base 16 in decimal base 10? So essentially you can just copy this. So this is one of the ones that actually, I lost CyberChef, never mind. So essentially it is just, you could do something like that, and then you could in decimal base 16. So you could type here 2 decimal. I don't think this is gonna work. Yep. So then base 16, or is it 2 decimal actually? Base 16. So from base 16, let's try to do that. Let's see from base. This is 61, I would assume. Incorrect flag. Submit your answer in our flag format. If your answer is 22, PicoCTF. Okay. So PicoCTF, and then it is 61. Submit flag, and this works. Okay, so it just needed the specific format there. Can you convert the number 42 base 10 to binary base 2? So what we could do is essentially just add this. So what we need here is to convert it to binary. So to binary, you get this, but then again, you're probably gonna need to do this. It's the flag, maybe just one of it. No. So I don't know why it's not working now. Is there something that we would change? Nope. Maybe delete the space? Nope. And if we do this, I don't think it's gonna work. Okay. So convert the number 42 to binary base 2. Let's see what's the answer is gonna do. So this is the result. 101010. Does that work? Yes, it does. Okay. I don't know why this guy did not work here. I'm not sure actually. So it says this is base 10. Okay, let me try something real quick. So from base 10, which is 42, which does not make any sense. So we're converting from base 10 to base 10. Anyway, I guess we could just use stuff like that. But it does say the base 10 number 42 is equal to 101010 twice. So that means what we could do is go to binary. Okay, these do not look the same. I actually don't know. I honestly don't know what's the idea here, why it's not working. But anyway, what does this mean? It has something to do with bases. We can easily copy this and then go to CyberChef again. I should not close it. I should leave it open, honestly. Let's input it here. Let's click the output and then it's learn the ropes. So what it did is it base 64. So PicoCTF and then paste in there. Can you invoke the help flags for a tool or binary? This program has extraordinarily helpful information. Let's open this worm thing and let's create a file for it, or a lab wavy flag, cd wave a flag, and then wget this thing. Let's cat worm, and then it has a bunch of things. Pass me tag h to learn what I could do. Oh, help. I actually don't do much, but I do have this flag here. Okay. You copy the flag. Wonderful. All right, we're just going to keep stream rolling these things because they look super easy. Using tab complete in the terminal will add years to your life, especially when dealing with long, rambling directory structures and file names. So, yeah, let's make a new directory right here. Tab, attack. And then wget this thing. And then guzip. And then we only need one of these, honestly. And then we tab guzip not found, really. Is it gunzip? I mean, we could honestly just do that. gunzip add. Wait, we don't have gunzip. Why is this thing not continuing? Maybe unzip is gonna do the trick. Yeah, we can just do unzip, and then we do this, 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 and then tap 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 like it said, fang of this, and then PicoCTF. All right, this is funny. All right, now we need to get out of this mess. So labs and then CyLab. All right, next challenge. Kishore Balan tipped us off that the following code may need inspection. Who's that? Looks like a nobody, or like nobody specific. Okay. Let's launch instance. The following code may need inspection. And we do have a connection that we could make right here. My first website. I made a website. And let's view the source, I guess. Okay, so we got 1 out of 3. And let's try to look at the what. So what and how both have the same 1 out of 3. Okay. What about my.js? This is 3 out of 3. So that means we could paste it here, and then in here we could probably go to my CSS. There we go. Copy this. Get rid of all of these and paste, and that just get. I think the flag, if you read it, is like true detective or just lucky or something like that. It's pretty cool. So we don't need this anymore. Can you find the flag in file without running it? Of course we could. Why not? Let's make a directory called strings it, cd strings it, wget this baby. And then we actually just need to run strings on this file. I could already tell from the thing. Now what we could do honestly is just do this and then grep, and then we could do like PicoCTF. Boom, there we go. And then if we receive the hint, it just strings. That's pretty cool. I love these like small things like that. All right, can you find the flag in the file? This would be really tedious to look through manually. Something tells me there's a better way. This flag, or the flag, is in this file. So I'm guessing this and the previous one are first grip. Yeah, that's the name of it. So it gives you some hints on how to run things. But yeah, we already knew about grip. We've been using it for so long, and it is really cool. So you could just do this and oh wow, I did not expect to be this complicated, but I'm pretty sure there is a way that we could run grip and maybe do like a regular expression. So what we could do is cat file, and then maybe we could grip tag E, I think it's expression, and then PicoCTF, and then everything, and then this. And nope. Well, we did match it, but I think it needs to be something that is like only show the matched thing. Let's see here. So output control, max count, byte, line number, with file name, no file name, only matching. Yeah. So we could run this, but then here we could tag EO. What? Show only non-empty parts of lines that match. Interesting. So tag E is regular expression. Match only whole words. Let's do grep or return only matched regular expression. Let's see if this works. Grep tag O. Oh, so maybe we don't cat it into grep. Maybe we could just do this and then tag F, which is the file, and then just pass in file. Okay, maybe tag O, invalid range end. I don't know what that means. Prints only the exact match segment. So it looks like this is what we need. Perl regular expressions. Can grep show only words that match the search term? Grep tag H. That is a long thing. Linux cross distribution safe answer. So it is OH. Okay. And then we do file. Oh. So grep tag O. And then we give it the string or like the regular expression, and then we give it the file. Okay. Okay, I understand. So print each match, but only the match, not the entire line. Never print file name headers, which, I mean, what happens if we delete the H? Nothing in our case. The expression is searched for as a word. Maybe the W here is... Oh, no, because I think it's part of the entire string. So tag O, and then we give it the regular expression, and then the file. This is good to know. I actually did not know this. Okay. Submit the flag. There we go. And can you find the robots? We can find the robots. It's robots.txt for sure. So there we go. Let's run this, and then just robots.txt. I don't even need to look around. And there we go. And we can disallow this. So that means we can just visit it, and then there's our flag. Guess you found the robots. Yeah, we did. This is all pretty basic stuff, so pretty cool. Python scripts are invoked kind of like programs in the terminal. Can you run this using password to get flag? Okay. This looks like we need to download a few files. So Python wrangling. Nice names, by the way. Let's wget our first Python file. Wget this, and then I think we can pass in multiple links, right? Yeah, we can. Perfecto. Let's see what this is. Let's actually open it in Sublime. Can we open it in Sublime from there? Sublime is not found. What about Notepad? Can we open Notepad there? Yes, we can. But it took me to a different thing. But there we go. So we do have Notepad over here, and we can zoom in. But Notepad sucks, actually. This is not the thing that I should have went for. Maybe we could do code and then this. Is it gonna open in VS Code? And And the answer is yes, it did. But it opened. I want to open it like in the current code, or like open the entire folder. WSL can connect. Yes, I trust the authors. That's literally me. Don't show again. So we have a bunch of stuff here. We have password.txt, and then we have this guy. So usage, decrypt a file name. All right, let's just run Python 3 and then this thing right here. So tag E and then flag. Please enter the password. There's the password. All right. I guess not much was needed there. Just like the really most basic stuff that you could do, but I guess this is good because this is the beginner's guide to the challenge library, really. This is all just like extreme beginner stuff, which is cool. This is why we're going like through it all in one video, because these are below our current level, but I'm hoping we're gonna get like much better. So sometimes challenges come in form of a series, like this series of 5. Challenge series tend to build on each other with a particular concept being filled out more and more each consecutive challenge. Okay, password cracking. Let's see, can you crack the password to get the flag? Download the password checker here, and you'll need the encrypted flag in the same directory too. Okay. Let's make PW crack. And then in PW crack, let's just grab everything. We're probably gonna need like we're gonna need like multiple files. So let's do Python 3 level 1.py. Please enter the correct password for flag. Okay. So cat level 1.flag. It looks cool. Let's do code period. So we actually open up the Python code and let's see what the Python code is doing. Maybe we can find the password for this guy in the code itself. I am very much trustworthy. Thank you. This function will not help you find the flag. Okay. Well, this is the password. And we'll do Python 3. Paste in. Welcome back. Your flag is this. I love the comment above the function here, so people don't waste their time just looking at this to get the flag or to get the password. But honestly, I was not going to look at this until I've skimmed the entire script. So don't waste your time. Don't narrow your vision on things like that. And then forget the big picture that you still have a lot more to go through. And well, you know, you just find the password right here, just in plain text. Maybe this is a bit hard for you to read on. I think it's okay. I think it is readable. Anyway, so we got level 1. Let's go to the next challenge. Download the password checker and you'll need the encrypted flag in the same directory too. Okay. So since we have multiple levels, I'm just going to say level 1 here. And then move level 1 everything, or level 1.flag actually, into level 1. And I'm going to move level 1.py into level 1. All right. I'm going to make a directory called level 2. And then let's go to level 2. And then let's start some wgetting. Wget. And then I can copy the link address, paste. All right. Let's do code. Oops. Let's do code period as well. Open up VS Code with the files over here. Doing some WSL connections. This is why it's taking a bit of time. Let's see what we have here. Please enter the correct password. And now we do have the password right here. But what we could do is essentially just open up Python 3. And then we could print these. And then this is the password. Pretty easy stuff. I hope you can see things well. And what we could do is just run Python 3 level2.py. There we go. And then we get the PicoCTF right here. I hope you're following along. I think these are pretty easy. Nothing needed to explain stuff right now. Let's quit from this. Let's go back, make a directory of level 3. There we go. Can you crack the password? You download the password checker, and you'll need the encrypted flag and the hash in the same directory. There are 7 potential passwords, with 1 being correct. You can find these by examining the password checker script. Okay. Let's wget level 3, encrypted flag, and the hash. All right. And let's do code period. And then let's see what is trying to do. Level 3.py. Give me one moment. Just one moment. Oh, I am just on my phone. I just got an email. I don't know about what. So I can go here. Oh, whatever. Let's correct password. Open level 3.hash.bin in RB. So read binary. And then we could do hash pw. So if user pw hash equals correct password hash, then this and function find the flag. We're doing str xor. So we're decrypting this for the user password. So we're calling the function hash pw. 7 possibilities for the correct password. Only 1 is correct. I mean, we could just try all 7, really. Like 7 is nothing. But let's see if we could have the correct password hash, which is opening this in bin. So really what we could do is essentially just honestly just do this. And then here I could simply just print it. So this is binary, and then we could just convert it to string, which I actually don't know how to do in Python. Let me Google it. Python convert binary to decimal. Oh, we could do just int. Maybe that's gonna work. Nope. What about string? If you can just do str. Nope. Convert binary to string or to text. Python. And the way we could do that is decode. Oh, okay, let's just do this. And then we have a binary, and here we could decode UTF-8, perhaps. Invalid star byte. What about ASCII? Would that work? ASCII code, I can decode byte in here. Encode ASCII. Bytes object has no attribute encode. So we do have a bytes object, but maybe we could just use like the chef, CyberChef. right here. So what we did is just we read this, right? And then we could just paste our boy here. And then from binary, would that do? Data is not a valid byte array. Okay, I have something here. What if we just delete the B here? So it's read, and then what's even in the file? Yeah, it's binary. It's just binary. So we need to read it as binary, and then we need to just get the value of it. Python convert binary array or binary object to string. So they're just saying the decode function, but it's not working. Why is that? We could do here and then decode. Is that gonna do anything? It defaults to UTF-8. Codec can decode byte 0xFF in position 4, invalid start byte. And UTF-8 like that. Interesting. Well, what are we gonna get if we just get .read? Oh, have I been using it on only R right now? That's stupid. So we're gonna get this, and then this to string, and then let's see what's Google gonna say. Maybe it's .hex. Yeah. So we do have hex here, and this is the hash. Okay. So this looks like MD5 because here we're getting MD5s here. And maybe what we could do is do MD5 decrypt. Probably gonna be super simple to crack. Crack and result 2295. Is this? Yeah, it is in there. So now we know the right password. It took us a while, or took me a while. I will not blame you for this one. Python 3, sorry, level.py, and the password is incorrect. That's because I did not copy the correct answer. It is 2295. There we go. We get our flag. And we could submit it right here. That is my bad for taking this long. Should have been easier. Let's do level 4. And then in here, I don't need this anymore. And can you crack the password to get the flag? 100 potential passwords with only one being correct. Okay, so I'm guessing this is going to be like the same, but this one is going to be significantly like more potentials because they want to make sure that you actually got it the way that we did get it last time and not just brute force it and try all 7, right? But we'll see. Maybe we're wrong, or maybe I am wrong. I keep blaming you and dragging you into this. I'm sorry. I'm just used to us doing things together, you know? So let's get started. So we do have, looks like exactly the same thing. Yeah, it is the exact same thing. So we're just gonna do the exact same thing again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just read this, or sorry, this, the correct password, and then just do hex, and then grab the code right here, open up MD5 decrypt on crack station, paste this in. I'm not a robot, at least I hope so. Crack hashes, and there we go, we got 9F63, which is our password. What we could do is then run Python 3 level 4, paste it in, and there we go. Super simple once you get the hang of it. Submit flag. Next. Download the password checker and need the encrypted file. Here's a dictionary with all possible passwords based on the password conventions we've seen so far. Okay. This one looks like a dictionary attack of some sort. So level 5. This is going to be our last one, so this video doesn't get longer. But yep. So we got the flag, and then let's grab the hash, and then we can grab the dictionary. Let's see what we got. That is a big dictionary over there. All right. Not wget. Sorry, we need. Oh, I forgot to move things to level. I forgot to move level 5 stuff to level 5 dot everything to level 5, and move dictionary to level 5. Right, should get us into level 5, and cool. If you didn't know the trick that I did, it was essentially move level 5 dot and then a asterisk or like a wildcard, which is going to move every file that has level 5 dot in its name into the location of level 5 like folder. That way we could like move every file at once, and then dictionary was not moved originally because it does not have level 5 dot in its name, so that's why I just moved it on its own. Anyway, let's do code plus like that, and let's see what we have. We have a bunch of stuff. We have a bunch of dictionaries, or like a dictionary of a bunch of items, like 65k items. And the way it's gonna work is that, again, we're gonna open the correct hash. I don't know what's the difference it's gonna make. Perhaps this hash is not in crack station, but we'll see. So the hex. Oh, because we have the assignment operator there, did not echo it out or print it out. So we have our boy here, and then let's do this. We got the results, so we didn't even need the dictionary, honestly. So I could just open the dictionary, search for it, and it's right there. So not sure what's the big deal here. Maybe the previous ones we were not expected to use crack station, but we were just using crack station anyway because it is just super cool. Download this image file and find the flag. Now this is cool. Let's get some steganography, I guess it's called. Section 5. Actually, you know what? Let's just finish all of it. Sorry, I said it's going to be the last one, but I capped. So if you reach this far, you will know that I did not cap, or I capped, but will be cool. So make directory enhance wget this bad boy, and then we are gonna, ooh, that's a .svg. That means we could essentially have data in there. So in here we could essentially just have the flag. What I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna open the file. I want to open the contents here, and then just search for PicoCTF. Oh, I expected the flag to be in here, honestly. It is over here. Just... oh, that's cool. All right, let's text editor, and then let's just copy everything here. And then we could just do PicoCTF like that. I'm pretty sure we need to remove all the spaces, but that is okay. And where are we? Could go back here. And then instead of doing it manually, you probably could just paste it in like via VS Code or Sublime or something, and then select every space, Control D to have multiple cursors, delete them all at once, do like all kind of stuff. And unzip the archive and find the flag. Sounds easy enough. Of course, easier said than done. Make directory, big zip, wget, boom, unzip, and then this guy, boom, 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 boom. So I guess I know what we're gonna do here. We are simply gonna just grep that is one big zip. They were not capping. We are gonna grep like the content of PicoCTF from every single file that exists in this zip. And we can do that pretty easily with grep, so we don't even need to like go on the files or folders and search for them. Pretty sure my grep tag RNE trick is gonna work, and then we can pass asterisk, and it's gonna search for every single file and folder in there. Let's just wait for it to finish. They went like over and beyond for this one. They did not need to make it this big, honestly. Like seriously, they did not need to make it this insanely big. Like 15 or 20 folders would have been enough. Holy moly. Come on, don't make me like have to speed this up. I don't want to do edits. I don't do video edits at all. So, but pretty nice weather we're having today, yeah? How's everybody doing? Oh, this is not a live stream. This is a video. I mean, even if it was a live stream, probably nobody watches my streams. Mostly I stream video games anyway, so it's even unrelated to the content. I bet YouTube is very confused with my channel. It has like one day I'm uploading security stuff like that, and then one day I'm uploading gaming and playing 007 First Light on stream. If you're interested in that, come watch, you know. I do every social thing on YouTube, so I stream on YouTube, and I also upload videos to YouTube. I think it's a good platform overall. I don't like Twitch anymore. I used to stream on Twitch, but not anymore. Like, come on, mate, you're just going crazy right now. It cannot be this complicated. Come on, mate. Like, they are going insane with the file. It did not need to be this long to discourage people from searching it manually. Like, seriously. You are just going insane. Definitely, like, even a quarter, not even a quarter, like 10% of this would have been enough to discourage at least me from even thinking about doing it manually. I would have just subscribed to Cloud Code and made it search this thing just to solve this. Better than like going through this manually. Come on, my... Oh boy. Is there a way that making unzipping go faster? Maybe like increase threads or even add threads if it's not multi-threaded? I can't believe it's this big, honestly. I cannot believe it's actually this insanely big. Oh boy. How long have we been sitting here waiting? Like 3 minutes? 4, 5? I don't know, I was not counting, but that is an insane amount of files that we have to go through. I have half a mind to just control C it. Unzip multi-thread. Nope. Still better than unzip. Pix use a single thread, the main thread, for decompression, but will create 3 other threads for reading, writing, and check calculation. Speed up decompression under some circumstances. A Python alternative dip project, but with 11 forks, based on Pix docs. Nope. Bro, like, I don't want to cancel it right now and then run my grip and then it doesn't work, and then I start to question, is my approach incorrect, like my grip command is incorrect, or is it actually the file that contains the flag is not in the files that were extracted and were in the ones that I cancel? And this is gonna like drive me crazy. But I guess we just have to wait for it. Maybe I could like stop recording and then re-record when it's done or something. I don't know. Unzip faster. Download a high performance utility like 7-zip or pzip. Oh boy. Okay, my recording is at 47:50, like 47 minutes and 50 seconds. If it reaches 49, I'm gonna just cancel it and go for it, honestly. And if it's not in the files that were generated, then I'll stop streaming or stop recording and then make it finish unzipping and then come back to it. So probably in like 1 more minute. This is insane. These guys are crazy. The guy who built this is crazy. LT Serial Jones, you are crazy, my man. Holy files. Probably should skip this. Probably should fast. Oh. Alright, there we go. And holy moly. Grip, tech RNE. And we're gonna go with PicoCTF. Anything. And then just big zip files. Let's hope my grip is working. Or it is the right thing. And we need to wait even more for the grip to work. Oh, there we go. Information on the record will last 1 billion years. Genes and brains and books in code. Oh my god, man. I'm just gonna remove all of these files. I ain't keeping this shit. But I'm gonna leave the zip file just as a memento. Anyway, Your mission is to enter Dr. Evil's laboratory, retrieve the blueprints for his Doomdays project. Protected by a series of locked vault doors. Each door is controlled by a computer and requires a password to open. Unfortunately, our undercover agents have not been able to obtain the secret passwords for the vault doors. But one of our junior agents obtained the source code for each vault's computer. Really? You'll need to read the source code for each level to figure out what the password is for the vault door. As a warm-up, I've created a replica vault in our training facility. Source code for the training vault is here. This is a file. It's a Java file. One of the things that I hate the most. Let's make a new directory. We'll call vault door, and then cd vault door, and then I'm gonna make a directory called training. Cd into that. Copy link address, wget. And then let's cat. I hope it's not much. Yeah, it's not much. Cool. Password is below. All right. It is safe to put the password in the source code. Is it safe? What if somebody stole our source code? They would know what our password is. I will think of some ways to improve the security on the other doors. Minion9567. Nice. If you don't know who Dr. Evil is, he's from Despicable Me. Oh wait, that's not. He's not. Oh, the other one was called Dr. Nefario. My bad. That is my mistake. And okay, so what we need is to enter the vault password. So we need to run this Java. Do I even have Java installed on this thing? Looks like I don't. Yep, Java is not installed. Boy, which one should we install? Probably default JRE. Get my thing installed here. We need to get 220 megabytes. Oh boy. Java is one of the programming languages that I was interested in as a kid. And then I looked at how complicated even the boilerplate is, and then I was turned off pretty quickly. Coming over from like PHP, that was annoying, which has almost zero boilerplate. So run the Java files. How should I run even Java files? I should build them first. Yeah, I have to compile it. Yeah, Java and then your file name. So Java Vault door training.java. Why is it not working? Enter vault password. Access denied. What do you mean access denied, you motherfucker? What? Cat. So the password must equal this. This is exactly what I did. Interval password scanner.next. If vault door, so return password equals. This is literally just equality. What do you mean it's wrong? And why can't I tap to complete this shit? Oh my god. Java vault door training.java. How? What do you mean it's wrong, my man? Is there a different way that we could just run it? So Java C. Alright, let's install the default GDK. I don't know if that's even necessary. I am not very familiar with Java, as I have been saying. But I guess having everything ready on my WSL would be beneficial, because I plan like to use this for a lot of things in the future. So having everything ready right now is cool. So then Java, and then here, still says access denied. Dot class, and then it's just like Java binary code or whatever. I don't think it can be. Wait a sec. Before passing the password, where's this Voldor coming from even? Voldor, oh, there we go. New Voldor training. Okay, so it's instantiating like an instance of itself, of the type Voldor training, under the name Voldor. And then the scanner is a new scanner, which I assume it's what scans like your input. And then enter Volt password. Scanner.next, which is like the next thing that the user enters, I guess, which is the password. Then the input is what is being passed, is actually having user input dot substring PicoCTF dot length, and then user dot length -1. So that means we should enter PicoCTF, right? Or so Java Volt PicoCTF. I don't understand. Access group. That's the, oh my god. That is so dumb from me. Oh, we're not going to talk about it. Anyway, we are in keygenme-py. I don't know if that's related. I thought it was going to be related to the Voldor thing. Keygenme. Let's have it in a different thing. Because it's Python, so... Encrypted blob of full version. Alright, looks like we're going to need some VS Code here. I'm probably going to need to do some... what is this, like MDF? Or is that base 64? Actually, I didn't check. Arcane calculator. Welcome to Arcane. This is a trial version of Arcane. The full version may be purchased in person near the Galactic Center. Whatever. Print, Arcane estimate, slingshot Victor. Username trial. Bennett. Jump into full. Can we just make this true? And essentially just run it. B. You must buy the full version to use this feature. Okay. How does it know? We can enter the license. Global fcheck key, user key, decrypt full version user key. So Bennett. So what are we supposed to do now? We should enter license key. Key is not valid. Check your data entry. So license, enter your license key, check key, key full template trial. Okay. So this is the key. And something. So like we are missing this. Check static base key part. Test performance on toolbox containers. Hashlib SHA-256 username trial. Return true. Interesting. Full encrypting blob. A full version. Wait. Maybe we could decrypt this. Probably taking a shortcut here. But let's see if that works. What we could do is go here. Move this and then do this. Oh boy. Is that base 64? Nope. It is not base 64. And I don't think it's MD5. Like if it is MD5, then it is encrypted with MD5 or maybe like a SHA or something. So yeah, we probably will not be able to decrypt this. SHA-250. This is like encrypting, not decrypting. So we cannot decrypt this. Alright, so we need to follow the actual key here. You know what? We're in the era of AI right now, right? Yes, I trust this folder. Get me the value of the key from the source code keygenme-py. I just want to prove a point that we could now use AI in such manual tasks, which is going to save us a lot of trouble. Like, let's see what Claude is going to do. Most likely, it's going to get me the correct key. And yeah, I want to proceed. Static suffix or static prefix and suffix. Numbering method is built by taking specific character from the hash of Bennett at indices 4, 5, 3, 6, 2, 7, 1, and 8, which gives this. And then it says the key is right here. Let's try it out. See? AI is cool. AI is super cool. We can do it to do a lot of cool things, and doing like some manual labor and things that we don't know how to, we could very easily just use AI for that. You have to understand how things work, but not necessarily have to understand every single part of it. And especially for something manual like this, like the having to go through the key and having to go through the code and just do it yourself. You understand what you have to do, and you know how to do it, but it is more of like manual labor, plus maybe some like 1 or 2 skills that you do not have. AI can just come in and fill in the gaps. But if you don't know what to do, AI is not going to be very useful to you. So like using AI well is a skill in of itself. And I think this demonstrates like very cool idea or very cool usage of what is this? Wget this and this. I don't know what this vuln is. Cat vuln, and I have to connect to it. Input. The program will exit now. Okay, so I need to read the code essentially. And okay, let's see. It is a C program, which is something that I do not know. Please create flag.txt in this directory with your own debugging flag. If gets set up signal handler, and then it runs a vuln on it, and then str copy buff2 input. So I'm guessing we need to overflow where the flag is being stored in memory, which is something that I do not know how to do. So again, I'm just gonna use Claude. I do think I know what to do. This is a file from a CTF on CyLab. I believe to solve it, I need to overflow the C program called vuln to make it leak the flag value, which is stored in memory, by probably using a buffer overflow. Judging by the name here, and also from understanding how C works, and that making the flag in memory and then just trying to overflow the string so it actually gets you the value. Verify my connection. Thank you, sir. Help me get the correct input to make the program give me the correct flag. So let's see what Claude is going to do, because it will probably do things that I do not know how to do, but I understand what needs to be done. This is also, I believe, a very good example of AI right here. So let's see what it does. Yes, I want to proceed. Echo this, PicoCTF input. You just need to send more than 16 bytes to overflow buff2. Corrupts the stack frame. The corrupted return address causes a sec fault, and the signal handler at line 11 prints the flag. That's all there is to it. No need to shellcode or precise address targeting, since the program hands you the flag on any crash. Now run it on the actual CTF server. So Python 3 print A 44 times, and then we could just do this. Okay. And let's quit from Claude, and then we could just nc. I thought I had that copied. And then we could just input A's, and there we go. We just get the flag. That simple. So AI usage is pretty good. And I do believe that we got like really good use cases out of it. If you've completed this playlist, then you've completed a problem in each category and a bunch in general skills. Are some of the most approachable problems that we offer in the challenge library. Plenty of other approachable problems worth diving in as well. Try some other challenges from series we introduced. General skills, beginner Pico Mini, start happy hacking. Mark complete. Perfect. So we got our first playlist, and yeah, from there we'll probably be diving into more like learning path. I am mostly focused on the web path, but we'll see if there are any other interesting parts of the labs that are on CyLab. Thank you for watching. Sorry for making this video a bit longer than I intended to be, but I think we have done pretty well today. So I'll see you in other hacking videos, or maybe even gaming. Come watch me stream sometime. Maybe you'll enjoy the live streams and whatnot. Well, see you.